Called for 11. 11 of them are out there. That's not going to be a start. 11 cars still out there. Green coming out. They go 5 wide down the front straightaway, and that's not even a front view. That's from a top view. Aaron Bowes out front with a 64. 40 cars here tonight in the XL 600, a two-day doubleheader for them. A series race tonight, a series race tomorrow. So you know there's going to be close to 40 of them here again tomorrow. Out of the turn they come. Aaron Bowes setting the pace. Jamie France right there second. Hitzler running third. Here comes Nick Chase in the 05X machine. Right now running down on the inside fifth. That's Chris Jordan. He started scratch on the field in that 17A machine. Don't know how many they qualify. It's not on my sheet. So I'm going to assume 5 out of 4 heats. Now I have a couple of consies. Battle up front. Jamie France moving in on Aaron Bowes. Richie Hitzler diving way down the bottom. He gives a little rub ski to the 11 of France. Is able to slide on by. White flag out one more time around. Checkered flag gonna come out. The win gonna go to Aaron Bowes. Hitzler for second. France for third. Nick Chase for 4. Unofficially, Chris Jordan at 5th and final handicap spot. Out of the turn they come. Blankenbiller jumping out to too big of an early lead. That's not going to be a start. Green came out. So I guess we're staying. Blankenbiller out front with the 211. Will Eastman right there second. Way up on the outside. That's the 4R of Dakota Anderson. Only 1 4 on it. My lineup's got 2 4s. Threw me off. Side by side out of the turn. Burrows in the number 55. Michael Burrows. Dana Davis right there with the 138. As they work it down the backstretch. Will Eastman, a little bit out of shape with the 120 machine. Hey, I finally feel there the move. The 19 now making a move, Scott Heelman. And that 19. He's looking to take over position number 5. Coming around this time. Blankenbiller still your leader. White flag out, 1 to go. Michael Burrows closing in on Eastman. Eastman down to the inside of Blankenbiller. Can't quite make it stick. They work it out of the turn. The black and white silk's going to fly. The wind going to Blankenbiller. Will Eastman, Michael Burrows, Dakota Anderson, Dana Davis, your top 5. Vidor. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. A little ragged, but we're going green. Josh Pepe grabbing the early advantage here. In that number 27. Damon Henry running right there second. Arden Snyder is third. Then it's Travis Fichter. Here comes Camden maybe, or maybe not. The 20M of Jeff Metzger. Not letting maybe by. Abby Price right there with the 9A closing in on Camden maybe. As they work it out of the turn. Cross flags, 3 in, 3 to go. Camden maybe now. Back in position number 6. Guy in his kitchen chair has got 30 What you don't see at a racetrack. The old wooden chair with TP paper. Oh, you gotta love it. Thunder Mountain Speedway style. Josh Pepe out front, drawn away in the 27. Hang on, one go way on the outside. He's going to lose a couple spots. That was Arden Snyder.
Series Director Doug Borger on the home run. Green flag flies, and we are underway. 3 wide down there in turn number 1. The Brothers England going side by side. We'll go 3 wide, maybe 4 wide down into turn number 3 as they rumble out of turn 4 this time to complete lap number 1 and XL qualifier 4. Dylan McCrone in the C car up to third. Now we got him to stack 3 deep into turn 1. Corey England, the 127, way down on the bottom. Here comes Joe McCabe with the elbow to McCrone out of turn number 2. They'll work it out of 3 this time into turn number 4. Oh, the number 49 of Derek DeMott out front. Josco rides in 2. McCabe, after starting back there in 5th, has climbed to 3rd. Now looking for 2nd over there in turn number 2. McCrone holds down the number 4 spot. Regular runner down there, the Linda Speedway on Friday nights in that C ride. And here comes England all the way up from Milford, New Jersey. And the Quakers taking lead of number 127. He goes to work now on McCrone out of turn number 2. Simultaneous battle between McCabe and Josco into turn number 3. McCabe laying the lumber to another one out of turn number 4. Takes the 2 spot with 2 to go. England versus England over there in turn number 2 as they battle for the number 5 position into turn 3 out of 4 this time. White flag will be shown from starter Jeff Wayman. 1 more lap to go. And as Sam the Beer Man, 116 of Joe McCabe is right there to do battle with the leader. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. Derek DeMott, he started from the point. He's led them all so far. McCabe dips it down to the inside, down to the wire. Checkered is out. Derek DeMott. Second goes to McCabe, third to Josco, fourth to Corey England, fifth to Dylan McCrone.
Pat Jordan taking a couple laps here in the back of the pack. Green is out. Justin Cobb listed in 2. So I believe he's just going to run the crate sportsman. Out of the turn they come. Chance Spoonauer with the early advantage. Larry Hillis right there second. The 6N, or the 6K of Dwayne Knapp. Then it's Eddie White. Thomas Ferguson the first. And Pat Jordan getting a couple laps in his crate sportsman car. So Spoonauer, your leader. Larry Hillis right there on his back bumper. Here comes Eddie White looking to the inside of Knapp. Knapp comes down across his front. He had to back out of there. Same deal happened up front here with the Spoonauer Hillis machines. Pat Jordan taking his crate sportsman back pit side. Cross flags coming out from head starter. Showing halfway on the grid. All the cars will qualify. Top 3 cars handicapped for tonight's feature go. Dwayne Knapp is in that third and final handicap spot. Eddie White, well, he's going to get by because Dwayne Knapp, something broke on his car. You could see it slowing through the turns. So Chance Spoonauer, your leader. Hillis right there second. Eddie White now running third. Thomas Ferguson the first, back there fourth. White flag coming out one more time around. The win goes to Chance Spoonauer. Larry Hillis second. Eddie White is the third and final handicap spot. Ferguson So 5 cars out there. The top 3 get handicapped. Bittenbender not answering the call. Chris Jordan, the early leader here. Kevin Jordan, 1 spot out of a handicap spot. There goes Jordy Decker on the inside of Larry Meckick. Meckick in the hot seat. Meckick in the rookie season, moving up from the NY6A Sprint Division, looking stronger each and every week. He's out of Moscow, Pennsylvania, making a haul up here every race night. Now Kevin Jordan got a look to the inside, slides on by, takes over that 3rd and final handicap spot. Jordy Decker, he won the first 2 weeks here. Cooled off since then. Cross flags halfway here in the Open Sportsman qualifying heat race number 2. Remember, all the cars will qualify. The top 3 get handicapped. 5 in, 3 to go. Chris Jordan, your leader. Jordy Decker trying to close in as he works it down the backstretch. Down into turn number 3. Jordy Decker dives to the inside. Not going to do it there. Parallel sticks go in the air. 2 laps to go. Eliza Cody going to run that Short Track Super Series Sportsman Series. She'll be here tomorrow. White flag out one more time. Chris Jordan slides up just a little bit. Jordy Decker on the back bumper. Going to try a high-low switch going into 3. Going to run out of time. The win going to go to Chris Jordan. Jordy Decker right there, 2nd. Kevin Jordan gets that 3rd and final handicap spot. Everyone else gets in the way they go across the start-finish line. Out of the turn. Look them over. Green is out. Daniel Berman on the outside, grabbing the early advantage. Jason Tuttle. Little barbecue smoke coming out of the back of that machine here on Memorial Day weekend. Way up on the outside is flying Brian White. Daniel Berman and Mark Goodwin. So Tuttle in that final handicap spot right now. As out front is Dan Berman, that Brewer Construction, number 57. Got the father-son here. We got Dan leading, we got Daniel trailing. Daniel back there, only his first full season of racing. Tough to be out there and trying to take some notes. But that's what Dad told him to do. Take a pencil and scratch pad with you. Brian White running 2nd. Jason Tuttle right there 3rd. As they come around this time, 5 laps are in. 3 laps remain in the 3rd and final qualifying heat for the Open Sportsman. Parallel sticks are in the air. 2 laps to go. It's all Dan Berman out front. Brian White right there 2nd. Jason Tuttle 3rd. Goodwin is 4th. Daniel Berman 5th. White flag. One more time around. All Dan Berman. Takes it down to turn 3. Black and white silks are going to fly. The win going to go to Dan Berman. 2nd going to go to Brian White. Jason Tuttle for 3. Those 3 go across the scales or handicapped in.
Brought to us by Champion Power Equipment and Super Gen Products. So 2x2 field set and ready. Johnny Smith, Josh Flint, your front row. David Ferguson, Thomas Radevoy in row number 2. Billy Van Inwagen, Brett Jaycox, row 3. Dana Wagner, Peter Dance, row number 4. And here we go. We're racing on the front straightaway. And into turns number 1 and 2. Smith will look slow. Flint to the outside, and Flint's going to take the top spot. And now Billy V is going to have some problems as Van Inwagen goes around, spins and stops over there in turn number 2. Yellow is out. Field ready to roll again off of turn number 4. The go point the cone there, and here we go. We're racing one more time. Into turns 1 and 2. Smith goes low again. Up on the outside, Josh Flint. Wing to wing. They'll race side by side down the back straightaway. So battle for the lead between Smith and Flint. Flint trying to hold tough on the top side. Smith stays low, and as they come to the line, Flint's going to lead lap number 1. So Flint, your leader, as he works the high side of turn number 2. Now clears Smith on the backstretch. He'll take the spot away. And now up to the 4th spot and into the redraw, the 25W of Dana Wagner. Wagner not done. He'll look low now as he exits turn 4 and looks to close in on Thomas Radevoy. Billy V working his way up from the back of the pack. He now makes his way up to the number 5 spot, but still got to get another spot to get to the redraw. So it's Josh Flint out in front. Johnny Smith there for position number 2 as they work up off the cushion. Here comes Wagner now looking for racing room on the outside of Thomas Radevoy. Radevoy, though, closes that door. He goes to the bottom through 3 and 4. Drifts up. Wagner right there with him as they see the cross flag. So 4 in, 4 to go here in qualifying event number 1 for the Capital Region Sprint Series. And your leader is Josh Flint. Johnny Smith rides in the 2 spot as they cross the line to complete lap number 5. The race for 3rd, a good one as Wagner goes to the outside of Radevoy, takes over the position. So now he'll jump up to the 3 spot. Radevoy falling back to position number 4 and on the bubble for the redraw. Still back there in 5th, 1 spot shy of making the redraw. The 4 of Van Inwagen, then it's Ferguson and the number 93 of Dance at the tail as we've got 2 laps to go. So 1 to go this time around for the Cherry Valley driver and car number 41J, Josh Flint, as he works the cushion through turns 3 and 4. He'll go back up to that berm in turns number 1 and 2 and bounces over it, and here it comes Smith. But Smith's time is out. One more trip now off of turn number 4, checkered. The win goes to Flint. 2nd will go to Smith. 3rd will go to Wagner. 4th will be Radevoy. 5th will go to Van Indren. The 6th spot goes to Ferguson. Then it will be the 93 of Dance coming home in position number 7 and not making the call, the 07 of Jay Cox. Eddie Strada and Art Kaiser, your front row. Kyle Smith, Kelly Hebing, Brian Crummell, Dalton Herrick, and Sidney Prince. The rundown as we look for a green off of turn number 4. We got it, and here we go. Field charges into turns number 1 and 2, and Strada jumps to the top spot with car number 42E. Then it's going to be Kyle Smith there for position number 2. Then a battle between Herrick and Kaiser. Kaiser the 29K, Herrick the 29. That's the way they work off at turn number 4. Meanwhile, the 10 of Little Cobra, Kelly Hebing, she's got her hands full of Brian Crummell as Crummell works it up on the outside. Down the back stretch, side by side, they work it into turns 3 and 4, and Crummell's going to have the spot for the moment, but Hebing comes back at him on the inside, and it's going to be Crummell now up to position number 5. Battle for 3rd shaping up like this as it's Kaiser and the number 29 of Herrick battling for that position as they work through turn 3. Now up off at turn number 4, and on the bottom it's Herrick. On the top it's Kaiser. Kaiser that time, he has them by just a little bit here as we complete lap number 3. Backstretch they go. Herrick tries to make the bottom work as they work into turn 3. Now as they work to turn number 4, Kaiser drifts down and then he catches the top side and holds off Herrick at least for the moment. And Brian Crummell looking to make it a 3-car battle for the final redraw position. Hebing still watches back there from position number 6. At the tail, it's the Prince number 14P. Out in front, Strada off the number 2 turn leads the way. 3/4 of a straightaway, the advantage over the number 17 of Smith. Battle for 3rd still going strong between Kaiser and Herrick. Herrick keeps it low. Kaiser up the banking. He'll work the high side. Side by side again. They come off of turn number 4 as we've got 2 laps to go. So 2 circuits make it 1 now, this time for Strada as he comes to the stripe. Smith still there for position number 2. Then it's Kaiser and Herrick for positions number 3 and 4. One more time to turn 3, final time to turn number 4, winning qualifying event number 2, the 42E of Eddie Strada. 2nd goes to Kyle Smith in the 17. The 3rd spot's going to go to the 29K of Kaiser. 4th goes to the 29 of Herrick. Then it'll be Crummell, Hebing, and Prince in car number 14P. As head starter, Kenny Marshall looks him over as we look for a green off of 4. We got it and we're racing. Field charges up into turns number 1 and 2. Van Inwagen through the middle. Goodrich goes low, and Hurlburt up to the top side. Down the back stretch, we work to turn number 3. The battle for position number 2 is on as Goodrich drifts up, slides up. He'll take the spot away from the heavy foot. So J.R. Hurlburt making the switch from the modified last night here to the 305 sprint car, and he's going to lose his spot and fall back to 3rd. Battle for 4th now. Rumsey to the inside of Jezembowski. Tyler Jezembowski works it up off the high side. He'll hold off the number 1R of Rumsey as they work to turns number 1 and 2. Again, that's the battle for the final redraw position here as they work down the backstretch. Your leader off of 4, Emily V. Emily Van Inwagen showing the way. Goodrich still there for the 2 spot. Hilbert now feeling pressure from the number 98 tee of Jezrembowski. Jezrembowski looks low. Hilbert bobbles on the outside. Wing to wing, they'll take it down the backstretch. Through turns 3 and 4. They stay side by side, but it's going to be Jezrembowski getting by here at the halfway point. So Hilbert now on the bubbles. He falls back to position number 4, but he comes back to it on the inside. And Hilbert shoots back around Jezrembowski. He'll put him on the bubble now as Hilbert up to position number 3. So Van Inwagen leads the charge down the backstretch, nearly a full straightaway. Now the advantage back to the number 30 of Scott Goodrich. Off of 4. 2 laps to go this time by. So 2 to go for Van Inwagen. Goodrich second. Hilbert, Jezrembowski, your redraw cars right now. Then it's Rumsey, followed by the 44R of Dickinson. And then it's Walsh at the tail. White is out now for Emily V. Off the top side of turn number 2, Van Inwagen one more time. The scenic view of the mountain in the background off of turn number 4. Emily V. Emily Van Inwagen wins heat race number 3. Second will go to Scott Goodrich. The 3rd spot goes to Hilbert. 4th will go to Jezrembowski. Then it will be Rumsey, Dickinson, and Walsh at the tail. The flag there, and we're ready as the green lights come on, and here we go. We are racing on the front stretch into turns number 1 and 2. Holland gets the jump from the outside. Heaving jumps down to the bottom of the speedway, and he'll look to have that spot as they work down the backstretch into turn 3. Off at turn number 4, Holland's your leader. Heaving and Tanner stay side by side as they battle for position number 2. Through the corner, Tanner high, down low is Heaving. Heaving can't get it done. So Heaving follows in the tracks of the 90 of Tanner as they work through turns 3 and 4. Heaving trying to go way down low on the racing surface. Not going to pay off for him. Into 1 and 2. He'll stay low on the speedway. Jeff Cook does the same. Then it's Tim Axton back there in position number 5 right now. And he's got the 87 of Super coming with him. Alex Vigno in the 55 getting some laps at the back of the pack as he works his way off of turn number 4. So Holland, your leader through turn 3, now off at turn number 4, but all eyes on that battle back there for position number 5 as Axton just shot around Suprick. Suprick tried to drive underneath off at turn 4, couldn't get it done. So Suprick now has to rally back there from position number 6 on the speedway. See if he can get around the 99 of Tim Axton. Axton drifts up. Right there with him is the 87. And whoa, hang on, Chuck Heaving. Problems on the back end of the number 45. And he's going to stop in turn number 2, and caution lights are on. We'll use the cone and go single file, but looking for a green this time off at turn number 4. Holland will fire on the outside, Tanner down low, and we're back to racing. Field works into turns number 1 and 2. And look at Vigno trying the outside. Alex Vigno getting racy back there at the tail of the field. He looked to the outside of Super, couldn't make it work. Through 3 off of 4. It's Holland out in front. Now Tim Axton to the inside of Matt Tanner as they battle for the runner-up position. Tanner high, Axton low. They'll race side by side off at turn number 2. Tanner shoots back around him and holds down the number 2 spot. So Axton now falls in line as he rides back there in 3rd. Jeff Cook, meanwhile, he's battling a tight race car as he's got his hands full with the 87 of George Suprick. Suprick to the inside, Cook to the outside. They'll race alongside on the back straightaway. Working it down to the number 3 turn as Cook battles it off of turn number 4, and it's going to be Cook by a nose, that time over Suprick. Into turn 3, or into turn number 2 they go, and Suprick's going to take that spot away. Your leader, meanwhile, off of 4 with 1 lap to go. So final trip here for Brian Holland as he works off the top side of turn number 2 down the backstretch into turn number 3. And Checkered is out winning. Qualifying event number 1 will be Brian Holland. Second goes to Tanner. Tim Axton will come home in 3rd. George Super grabs the final redraw spot. Then it'll be Cook and Vigno completing the field here in heat race number 1. So it's Tim Axton, Chad Miller, your front row, the chalk line, the go point here off of turn 4. They're there, we're green, we're racing here on the front straightaway. Into turns number 1 and 2, it's Axton jumping out to the top spot. Then it's going to be Miller there for position number 2. Jones, meanwhile, he'll take the 3rd spot. Good battle for 4th. Parker Evans, Larry Kelleher side by side through turns 3 and 4. Kelleher works the outside. Evans stays down low. Now Sean Donath looks to make it a 3-car party for the number 4 spot as they exit turn 2. Down the backstretch, they'll work into turn number 3. Evans watches Donath go by on the outside, but he comes back at him down low, and Evans holds on to the spot at least for the moment. Into turns 1 and 2 again. Donath up to the top side. Evans looks to the inside of Kelleher. Kelleher too strong. He holds on to the number 4 spot. Through 3, off of 4. Can Donath get it done this time? Indeed, as they come to the line, he'll have the number 5 spot. Off of 2, on to the backstretch. Goes your leader in car number 2. It's Dave Axton. Chad Miller still there for position number 2. Right now, Chris Jones rides in 3rd. And Larry Kelleher in the 4th spot. But Sean Donath starting to track him down. Donath on the move in car number 53. Started back in position number 6. He's looking for the 4th spot as they work along the back straightaway. Down to the number 3 corner, then to the top side of turn 4 as they come to cross flags. Donath all over the backside of Larry Kelleher. Into turn 1. Donath again way up there on the top side. A car length back now as he works to 3. Off of 4, your leader. The high side race where number 2 of Dave Axton. Miller still 2nd. Jones there for 3rd. Now the battle for 4th. Larry Kelleher and Sean Donath. Donath up on the outside over the cushion. He'll take the number 4 spot. So Donath now takes 4th. Kelleher, though, looks to come back at him on the inside. Larry Kelleher trying to hang with Sean Donath, but Donath too strong on the top side. So it's Donath and Kelleher. The battle for the 4 spot wages strong on the backstretch. And as they go into 3, they're both gaining on the number 11 of Jones as we've got 2 laps remaining. So 2 to go in this one for Dave Axton. Will make it 1 this time as he crosses the line to complete lap number 9. So Dave Axton out in front. Chad Miller still there for position number 2. Off the corner comes the battle for position number 5. It's still Evans and Kelleher right together as they go to 1. Into 3, your leader. Looking to become your winner, and he will do so as he exits turn number 4, the 2 of Dave Axton. 2nd goes to Miller. 3rd will go to Jones. 4th to Donath. 5th to Evans. Then it'll be Kelleher, Kidd in the 33, and the 1Q of Radovoy. Field down to turn 3. Looking for a green. In turn 4 again, the chalk line, the go point. Sitterly, Preston on the throttle, and here we go. Into turns number 1 and 2. Barney makes a good move. He jumps up to the 2 spot, and he's not done. Racing Jason to the inside of the 22 of Preston as they work into turn number 3. Side by side. They come off at turn number 4 at the line. Too close to call. So Preston, Barney right together now. They work it up off at turn number 2. Barney down low. Preston to the outside. He'll stay there with him. Barney trying to make it work down in that bottom lane. Off at turn number 4, Jason Barney has the top spot. So Barney, for the moment, into the lead, finishes it off with a slider off at turn number 2, and Barney's got it into turn number 3. Preston right there, though, holding strong in the 2 spot. Poirier back in position number 3. Kinney right now 4th. Then it's Trenka 5th, and now Mike Stelter up to the number 6 spot. Then you'll have Sitterly and Granholm at the tail. Hang on, Keith Granholm nearly caught the Uke tire on the bottom, but we stay clean and green as we complete lap number 4. So 4 in, 6 to go for Jason Barney in the Schneider Packaging Pit Stop Convenience Store. Car number 87 as he leads them down the backstretch into turn number 3. Right there in 2nd is still the 22 of Preston, but here comes Poirier. Steve Poirier, the defending champ, all over him as they work to turn number 1. Poirier now tries to make it stick down low. He's right there with him now as they go down the backstretch to turn number 3. Preston changes his lane, takes the air off the nose of the 20 FM of Poirier, and now Poirier's got to regroup. So Poirier still there for 3rd, following in Preston's footsteps as they go down the backstretch. Into turn number 3, Poirier again shoots down to the inside, but can't get a run on Preston. Preston maintains the number 2 spot. Up in front, it's Jason Barney, your leader, down the backstretch. The battle for 2nd still going strong between Preston and Poirier. Poirier to the backside again. Preston gets a little loose that time off at turn number 4 as he sees the 2 to go sign. So 2 laps remain for Jonathan Preston as he tries to hold off Steve Poirier. Your leader working it up off at turn number 4. 1 to go for Racing Jason as Sitterly takes it to the pit area. Final time now down the back straightaway for Jason Barney. He works it up to the number 3 corner. Now he tiptoes through turn number 4, winning heat race number 3. It's Jason Barney. 2nd to Preston. 3rd to Poirier. 4th will go to Kinney. 5th goes to Trenka. The 6th spot goes to the 36 of Mike Stelter. And then it will be the number 13 of Granholm completing your field.
Do I hear 4? Green is out, hammer's down, we're racing. Jenkins out front in the 31J. Michael Robinson right there running 2nd. Guy Raymond Jr. 3rd. Rustin Lovejoy back there in fourth. Robinson on the move down on the inside. There's the 75X. Where'd he come from? Came on a lap down. That's Zach Hayward. Michael Robinson a little loose through turns 1 and 2. They come out of the turn. Lap traffic coming up. Remember, he came out a lap down. Jenkins still your leader. Michael Robinson. Not sure if he's playing a little cat and mouse right here. It's only a heat, not a feature. Lap car Hayward down on the inside. Is he going to stay down there? White flags. Hang on. He got down there a little loose down there. A little slick. Old Slick Willie. Down the back stretch for the final time. Checkered flag going to come out. The win's going to go to Dave Jenkins. Michael Robinson for 2. Guy Raymond Jr. for 3. Those are your handicapped cars. Here, Mackenzie Gibson coming out. Tad late, but she's out there on time. 3 wide right here off the bongo bat. Way down on the inside. The Fudd tried to get by, couldn't quite do it. Chris Taylor out front in the 20. Shadadarak right there on the inside running second. And that number 30 car. Then it's Gardner running third, but Shadadarak now in problems with the 30. Fudd able to go across around the outside in the 30 to the infield. Well, that's where he's parked, right there in the infield. You can watch him. He'll get out. He's probably not happy. Eddie White's already competed. Gardner right there running second. Trying to close in on the number 20 at Chris Taylor. When they come out of the turn this time, you'll see the white flag. That indicates one more time. Gardner trying to go to the outside of Chris Taylor. Fudd hanging on to third. Mackenzie Gibson. She's back there in fourth. Got out there late. Checkered flag comes out. The win gonna go to Chris Taylor. Gardner going up to see how wide the track really is. Came in second. Fudd is third. There they are. Spencer grabbing the early advantage. Errol Zimmer got out of shape. Got a piece of the car down on the inside. The 83T, but they both got it corrected. We're going to stay green. Kevin Garland taking over second now. Deinert, the shaggin' wagon, not making an appearance here in the heat. Oh, Matt Spencer, he's had a couple weeks of bad luck here the last 2 times he's been here. He's had a couple rainouts to get it all straightened away. Top 4 cars handicapped. Matt Spencer, Kevin Garland. Rich Sharpstein and Damon Decker, your 4 cars handicapped right now. Earl Zimmer just out of the money, along with Dan Matarese and Mike Chilson. They work it out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Parallel sticks are going to go in the air. 2 laps remain. Qualifying heat race number 1 of 3. of the street stocks, the full fender division here at the Speedway. Damon Decker, don't do it. Well, he didn't do it. He tried to do it. Kevin Garland slowed during the 19. That let the second place car now be Rich Sharpstein. Kevin Garland back to third. And fourth is Earl Zimmer. Matt Spencer talking about bad luck. Can he coast across the line in the top four? He's going to get fourth. And the final handicap spot, the win going to Rich Sharpstein, Kevin Garland second, Earl Zimmer third. And TJ Frost grabbing that early advantage. Down on the Trevor Dudley right there second. Stephen Deinard up on the outside. Going to work around the Sensible number 21 machine. Shane Worf working the extreme outside. Trevor Dudley taking the lead now. TJ Frost right there second. Stephen Deinard is third. Shane Wolf Jr. is fourth. Rick Sensible fifth. Hang on to 31K of Kingpin Charlie. Wilcox taking up the back of the pack with the 70. Trevor Dudley, your leader. TJ Frost second. Deinard is third. Here comes Shane Wolf in the 81 now. Battle for second, third, and fourth. Top four cars get handicapped. Parallel sticks coming out to Trevor Dudley. The Shaggin' Wagon on the outside now. Stephen Deinard getting second. TJ Frost is third. Hang on, 31K, don't do it. One more time around. It's all Trevor Dudley out front. The win. Going to Trevor Dudley. Deinard for two. Frost for three. 81. Shane Wolf gets that final handicap spot. Everyone else gets in the way they went across the start-finish line. Here they come. Jake Falston grabbing that early lead, gets that car really wide, gets a loose throw to turn. Mike Wilbur in the SIX machine. Here's John White on the inside of Gene Sharpstein, but Jake Falston going to lead lap number one. Sharpstein on the outside, John White down on the bottom. There goes Sharpstein. Gene, his racing machine on the outside of Falston. Falston still your leader, but here comes Sharpstein. Look at Mike Wilbur from the back of the pack in that SIX machine. John White right there, taking the night off from Fulton. And Jonathan Carpenter there in the 3L machine. 3 wide out of the turn, hang on. Jonathan, having the thimble on his finger, was able to thread the needle right through there. But now Sharpstein out front starting to draw away to 14T now, starting to smoke a little bit. Getting ready for Memorial Day barbecue. Hoover goes around in a knot over there. Going to come slow out in front of the leaders. The flagger is going to look at him, say, okay, I guess we're good. And we're going to stay green. Jake Falston really hangs his rear out there. Gets it really loose through the turns. 3 wide behind him. Sharpstein having it his own way. Now Carpenter up on the outside. Going up another rung on the ladder as they work it around the speedway. 2 to go. Carpenter on the high side. Jake Falston there third. It's going to be a battle for that 4th and final handicap spot. White flag. It's all Gene. Gene, his racing machine. Gene Sharpstein out front. Carpenter second. Falston third. John White is fourth. John Hoover with a handful of steering wheel. Win gonna go to Sharpstein. Carpenter for 2. Falston for 3. White for 4. Mike Wilbur for 5. Hoover. Is he gonna finish or are he gonna go in the infield? 8 off this car. Scratched the 3 off it. Ryan Mady to the inside. Grabs second. Top 3 cars handicapped to the feature. 26 of them actually with Folan, or actually the Justin Cobb moving to the rookie. We have 25, so I believe they'll start them all. They'll scratch the Consi. Hang on, Folan, where are you going? Way up the speedway. Stahl, your leader, but here comes Brian Mady in the deuce. Nick Mady going up to modifieds, going to make his season debut here tomorrow. He was ready to make it last week, but Mother Nature said, no, not going to happen. 3 cars. Pat Jordan at 3rd and final handicap spot right now with Tommy Collins right there on his back bumper. Pat Jordan can hear the footsteps in the hallway. Bob Stahl hanging on, the driver out of Green, New York. Nick Mady out of Milford, PA, right there on his inside. Pat Jordan out of Ridgeford, New York. Those are your top 3 handicap cars right now. Tommy Collins out of Lansing, the first one out of the money. Mady can't quite get by Bob Stahl. Out of the turn they come this time. White flag indicating one more time around. Bob Stahl. And that all black car on a dirt track, usually not good, but he's got it hooked up right now. Tommy Collins making a bid for that final handicap spot. Stahl gets to win. Mady for second. Pat Jordan gets that 3rd and final handicap spot. Green is out. We got 2 cars coming out. Now we got 7 out of 6. Pat Parker came out. Greg Turner came out. Parker's going slow. The field's coming around. The 6NN of Nick Nye. He's out there. He belongs in the 3rd heat. So you figure it out. Maybe no. Who knows? I called for 6, got 7. The 2 cars up front came out last. They're now leading. Tyler Ward, your leader. Dale Welty is second. Nick Nye's out of race early. Guess that's a good way to make the handicap. Pat Parker into 4. There go, wow, one into the pit in a hurry. Greg Turner went in hot. Pat Parker not leading in that 4 car. Tyler Ward, your leader. Dale Welty is second. 3rd and final handicap spot goes to Matt Brewer. Nick Nye scheduled the next heat. So not sure how that works. White flag out one more time around. Down into 3 out of 4 they come. Checkered flag flies. Tyler Ward with the win. Dale Weldy for second. Matt Brewer gets the third and final handicap spot. Nick Nye coming in fourth. Maybe if he waited for his own heat, he might have got a handicap spot. Green is out. James McIntyre, your leader. Mike Decker up on the outside. As they work it through the turn, leading lap number 1 is McIntyre. Mike Decker in the 4M on the outside right now, running second, but got a good charge on the top side. Kinzer Hill back there third. Dustin Jordan just out of the money in fourth. As the top 3 cars get handicapped for the feature go. Then it's the 449 of Delbert Howell and the 211 of Kimberly Morgan. Mike Decker pulling away now in the Great Sportsman. He's been away from racing for a few years. Basically got out of racing about 6 years ago, running modifieds and been out. And now coming back, the affordable crate division got him back into racing. McIntyre right there second. Kinzer Hill is third. Dustin Jordan is fourth. Delbert Howell and Kimberly Morgan. They come out of the turn this time. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps remain. For the third of 4 qualifying heats for the crate sportsman division. One more crate, rookie sportsman to follow. Then I believe a dash for cash plus some modified hot laps. And then, yes, it'll be feature time. Out of the turn to come. The black and white silks will fly. It's all Mike Decker. James McIntyre, Kinzer Hill, your top 3 handicapped cars. There they are. Green is out, hammers down. Hillary Ward on the outside, grabbing the early advantage right there. Kaylee DeMoyer on the inside. Those two battle down the backstretch. Kaylee DeMoyer pushes up just a little bit, opens up that bottom lane. Mike Nagel Jr. tried to come through. Isaiah Forward up on the outside. Scott Smith with the 12S on the move. Working the high side, his first start of the season. Gets a little high, wide, and handsome. Hillary Ward showing the quick way around right now with the 45. Top 3 cars handicapped. Right now it's Hillary Ward, Mike Nagel Jr., and Kaylee DeMoyer. Isaiah Forward got a little high, let Shane Spoonhour get down underneath. Takes away position number 4. Cross flags halfway, 4 in, 4 to go. Great sportsman qualifying, heat race number 4. Top 3 stay the same right now. Shane Spoonhour on the outside looking in. And at number 34, DeMoyer got a little high. Shane Spoonhour now taking over that 3rd spot. Parallel sticks are in the air. Isaiah Forward now going to work on Kaylee DeMoyer as she slides up the speedway. White flag out one more time around. Shane Spoonhour ducking under Mike Nagel Jr. to take away 2nd. Out of 2 and down the backstretch for the final time. Checkered flag gonna fly. The win gonna go to Hillary Ward. Shane Spoonhour for 2. Mike Nagel Jr. for 3. Isaiah forward for 4. So Cobb was added. The only one we don't have is the number sign, the pound sign, the hashtag sign. I guess somebody needs to tweet him and find out who it is. Ryan Elsdorf grabbing the early advantage. Dan Allen right there is second. Both of these guys have been overrunning at I-88. They don't have a rookie sport. Hang on! Yes, 6R. Hang on, ambulance. Anthony Rundell out of Whitney Point, New York. Ryan Elsdorf on the inside. Grabbing that early advantage. Dan Allen on the outside. Hang on, there goes the 66 around. The 13 just able to get by. Might have just touched the wall. Green back out. Ryan Elsdorf, Dan Allen, run 2. Then it's the TEN of Nick Souls. Jason Beebe right there 4th. Justin Cobb is 5th. Reidenbach running 6th. Ryan Elsdorf. Parallel sticks are in the air. $13 coming back out. 2 or 3 laps in the arrears. With 1 to go, he might make it up. Went in to get the booster pack. The win gonna go to Ryan Elsdorf. Dan Allen. The TEN and Nick Souls coming home 3rd. 12 in the 2nd, so that's 24 cars. So it tells me they qualified 16 out of the 4 heats. They took 4 out of each heat. Didn't know how many they took. So I believe they're going to take 4 out of each consolation here. Bailey Boyd already in trouble in the 163. Going pit side. Caution is out. We got 9 cars out there. Bailey Boyd was out 10. We missed 2.
We're going to go green.
Chris Jordan just making it out with the 17 machine. Only 4 cars making. He's getting out to a late start. You would think that car is going to spin pretty quick. Abby Price right there running 2nd in the 9A. Four cars make it in. Doug Winhausen in trouble. There goes Camden, maybe around. Green is back out here for Constellation number 1 of 2 for the XL 600cc modifieds. Abby Price looking to make a move down on the inside of the 24. DJ Hunt, your leader. Abby Price now diving to the inside. Can't quite make it stick halfway. Chris Jordan, that caution was a big break for him. With 4 cars advancing, he's up to 3rd now. Stay working out of the turn. Right now in the hot spot is the 8 of Doug Winhausen. We got somebody way up by the wall. He's going to get it going. I thought I was going to get him a Vataboy. Out of the turn they come. Green is out. Yeah. 24. DJ Hunt and Chris Jordan hooked up right here on the front straightaway. Slow pace here. Green is out. Abby Price. Doug Winhausen jumping right to the outside. Going to take that top spot away. Abby Price is second. Arar right there third. Van Valkenburg is fourth. Chris Jordan back on the move trying to work around Camden Maybe's 56K. Parallel sticks are in the air. 2 to go. Top 4 cars advance here. Camden Maybe and Chris Jordan are the 2 out of it right now. White flag out one more time around. 20K going to get a little wide. Going to open that door up for Camden Maybe. The win going to go to Doug Winhausen. Second going to be Abby Price. Third, Arar. Fourth, Van Valkenburg. Camden Maybe, the first one not making it. Green is out. Circle C. A Macron. Hang on. They get it straight. Oh, my. Did he get hit in the caboose? The car goes over to red. Should come out here sometime. We give him the old yellow red. Gotta love the pickup flaggers. They're dumber than the boxer off. Green is back out here. We still have no laps in. Dana Davis, your leader. Eric Boyd had his whole front end lifted there. There goes one around. And would you believe it? I think we're going to go caution. Green is out. Dana Davis. Circle C of Dylan McCrone. Travis Regante right there third. And hanging on to fourth is Justin DeMoyer in the 007. Trying to close in now is the number 26 of Grant Shabilia. There goes the 19 around of Scott Heelman. Caution is out. 2 laps are in. 2 in, 6 to go. Coming out of the turn. Green is out. Dana Davis and Dylan McCrone battling for the top spot. Way down on the inside is Travis Regante. Look at him 3 wide there. As now the 19, the guy that went around twice. Scott Heelman, he's up into that 4 spot. We got a caution. Green is out here. The 007, the car not firing. Justin DeMoyer. I'm not sure if he's going to get it up to speed. Maybe he'll take it to the infield. Attaboy. Dana Davis out front. McCrone right there second. Travis Regante third. Right now hanging on to fourth is Caution, the 66 at the halfway point. The 19 of Heelman trying to close in. He's 1 spot out now. And this 24 car starting field for the XL 600 feature. Billy Koch is on the hot seat. Parallel sticks are in the air. Just 2 laps remain. White flag, Dana Davis, McCrone, Regante, and Koch. Checkered flag coming out. Dana Davis with the win, McCrone for second, Regante for third, and Koch gets that fourth and final handicap spot. There they are.
Jeff Cook, Parker Evans, Joe Trinket, Alex Vino, Larry Kelleher, Mike Stelter. Every spot you gain is a spot you'll start farther forward in our 25-lap A main. So here we go. Chalk line is the go point. We get there, we go racing. Into turns 1 and 2. Parker Evans takes it up to the wild side. Alex Vino battles for the 3 spot with Joe Trinket, and he shoots around him. So Vino up to position number 3. Off of 4. Parker Evans leads the way in the Trackside Products car number 61. Right now holding off Jeff Cook. Cook bobbles through turn number 2. That allows Evans to drive away to turn 3. Now up off of turn number 4. 2 in, 2 to go for Parker Evans. Then Cook, Vino, Trinket, followed by Kelleher and Mike Stelter. Hang on, Vino sideways. He watches Trinket shoot under him, so he'll try to come back at him as they work down the back stretch to corner number 3. 1 to go for Parker Evans here in this Cobra Coach's Dash. Brought to us by Trackside Products. Down the back stretch, final time to turns 3 and 4 for Evans. He's perfect through 3, perfect through 4. Checkered is out. Parker Evans the win. Second goes to Jeff Cook. Trinket third. Fourth will go to Vino. Fifth to Kelleher. And then it was the 36 of Mike Stelter.
He's out. Driver the 61, Parker Evans. Well, Parker, if you're going to win the dash, this is a good place to do it right here, pretty much close to home at Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, it's good. We got a lot of fans out here, but the best part of this is Mr. Wilcox is going to get his money back because Trackside sponsored the dash, not me. So he'll be happy about that. But we struggled a little bit early in the night. We tried some stuff, but changed the tire game around a little bit, changed our shot game up a little bit, and seems to be helping. So we'll see what we can do in the feature.
You know, by virtue of the win, 13th starting spot in the A main, do you think you got something to get you to the front?
We'll give it a shot. It's tough. Guys get out front here, get wound up. It's tough to catch them, but we'll see if we can't make something work.
Obviously, Trackside Products does a lot for you. Anybody else you got to thank tonight?
I got to thank Trackside Products, like I said, first and foremost. I got to thank my mom, my dad. Our truck dropped transmission out of it this morning, so we hustled around trying to get something up here. I got to thank Fuddy Duddies, coaches here, Dave Williams. He helps us out a bunch. I got to thank Brent and Kyle, my girlfriend Brianna. I got to thank my brother for coming out. So my grandma's here tonight, too, so that's a good thing. She hasn't seen me win in a while, but everybody that helps us out week in, week out, they give us a great car, and we're fortunate to be out here and do this. So thank you.
Give a hand, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Your Cobra Coach's Dash winner, driver number 61, Parker Evans.
Chalk line has been placed on the speedway, and we are racing off at turn number 4. Field charges into turns number 1 and 2. It is the number 45 of Hebing, your leader down the backstretch. Brandon Kidd to the outside. Kidd and Hebing side by side. They race for the lead. Off of corner number 4, and it's going to be Brandon Kidd, the race leader, as he gets by the 45 of Hebing. Radevoy watches back there from position number 3. Then it's Hutchinson and Granholm battling for the final transfer spot. Good race out in front, though, is right now Chuck Hebing. He's battling that race car a little bit. Tight race car underneath the 45. So Hebing works the bottom. Kidd stays up on the top side. Brandon Kidd, the Doug Emery Motorsports number 33, shows the way as they exit turn number 4, but Hebing right there with him. And now Hutchinson, problems on the number 2. He slows while running in a qualifying spot. So now he is going to head to the pit area, and we are going to stay green here on the speedway. It's Kidd, Hebing, your top 2, followed by Radevoy. Then you've got the 13 of Keith Granholm, so it looks like everybody going to make the show here in this one. So we'll be halfway this time by. Kidd and Hebing side by side off of turn number 4, and Kidd holds on to the top spot. Hebing working him over on the bottom. Kidd keeps it up on the wild side. Along the back stretch, they work to the number 3 corner. Can Hebing make a run down along those Uke tires? Nope, not that time. Still Kidd as your race leader. Kidd, a rookie campaigner with the Empire Super Sprints, formerly a crate late model driver in that number 33. And right now he is holding off one of the best in Chuck Hebing. Hebing again looks to the inside, can't quite get it done as they exit 3. Now into turns 1 and 2. Here comes the slide job, and Hebing gets it done. And Hebing knows all about that. Last year lost the race to Kurt Michael here at Thunder Mountain on a slide job very similar to that. So it's Hebing with 2 to go, your leader. Kidd still riding back there in the number 2 spot, trying to get back to the Cobra. Into corners number 3 and 4. 1 to go this time for the Cobra. Chuck Hebing. Hebing to turns 1 and 2. He'll work the middle. Drive away from Kidd down the backstretch. Final time to turn number 3 for Chuck Hebing. One more time off of 4 winning our Lockley Masonry B main is Chuck Hebing. Second to Brandon Kidd. Third to Thomas Radavoy. And then fourth will fall to the number 13 of Keith Granholm.
Here we go. 15 laps. Green to checker. Dave Jenkins, his car right on the bongo bat, didn't fire. So Guy Raymond Jr. grabbing the early advantage. Then it's Rich Gardner second. Dave Jenkins taking the 31J to the infield. Mike Robinson on the move in the R2 machine, taking over second now. "12 laps, they're telling me. Well, you're 10. There goes Mike Robinson to the front. Gardner trying to sneak by on the inside, take over second. Robinson, Gardner, Guy Raymond Jr., 31 Junior Mackenzie Gibson. They tell me after the ESS sprint cars, they'll draw the 50-50. Halfway this time, 6 in, 6 to go. It's all Michael Robinson. "75X. Got a piece of rust hanging down on the right side of the car. Robinson, your leader. Gardner second. Guy Raymond Jr. third. Mackenzie Gibson back there fourth. They work it hard out of the turn now. Taylor on the move there in the number 20 machine. Trying to work around the FUD machine. It's all Michael Robinson. Straightaway lead over the rest of the field. Got one skimming the tire. Gonna come back out here. Oh, that was Mr. Fudd. Checker coming out. Michael Robinson picking up another feature here. XL 600cc modifieds. Out of turn number 4. Here they come. Aaron Bowles grabbing the early advantage. Will Eastman down on the inside. He got side contact. Aaron Bowles, Will Eastman on the front row. Green is back out. We're back racing. Damian Henry way up on the outside. He goes right across the front of about 3 of them. They all were able to get there. Look at the 127 on the move. That's Corey England. He started 16th on the grid. Up front, Aaron Bowes and Will Eastman. Got one trying to avoid the implement tire. Didn't get the second one. Missed the first one. Green is out. We're racing. Will Eastman, a little, and hang on. Now we're at a single file restart. Still got 2 laps in. The green is back out. We're back racing. Will Eastman trying to get by Burrows. Aaron Burrows. Burrows is up on the outside. Here comes Richie Hitzler in the 9. They're going to complete lap number 3 right here, right before your eyes. England on the move now in the 127 machine, working to the inside of Hitzler. He takes over position number 6. The 08 chain of Jonathan Josko. He's up on the outside. Here comes Eastman to the inside of the 64. There goes Dana Davis. Take it to the infield, please. He's not going to do it. Out of the turn. Here they come. There they go. Jonathan Josko on the outside, 3 wide. Will Eastman in the middle. He got jostled around. He picked the inside lane. Here comes McCabe. Yeah. Corey England. A battle now for second. Hitzler dropped back just a little bit. Joe McCabe in the 116. He's making a move now. But out front, it's Aaron Burrows showing the way. Corey England to the inside, trying to work around Jonathan Josko. That's a battle for 2 and 3. Will Eastman is 4th. 5th is Richie Hitzler. Then it's Michael Burrows. A little contact there. They had to back off. Hitzler now on the back of Eastman. Can hear him knocking on his back door. Hang on, out of the turn. Will Eastman now back under England for 3rd. Josko running 2nd. Here comes England back on the 120 of Eastman. Halfway. 10 in, 10 to go. It's all Aaron Bowes into 64. CC Tour race, night 1 of 2. Green is out. Aaron Bowes, who started on the outside every time, this time chose the inside. Usually the preferred lane here, but Jonathan Josko says, hey, I think you did a boo-boo there, my friend. Here comes Corey England. Takes over 2nd, but Aaron Bowes back on the bottom. Then we got Will Eastman. We got the 211 far enough off the track. McCabe coming on late in the 116. As Hitzler, here comes Hitzler, the greatest name in auto racing. Richie Hitzler. Comes the Circle Cia McCrone. Remember, he looped it right on the get-go. He's on the move now. Gonna slap the side of McCabe. Get him out of the way. The old slap and go. Here comes Aaron Bowes back to the inside of Jonathan Josko. Can't quite make it off. The Quakers Steak and Lube 127 of Corey England. Starting to draw away. Josko, Eastman, Bowes, Burrows, Hitzler, McCrone, McCabe. Parallel, sticks are out, 2 to go. Battle for second here between Eastman and Bowes. Or actually, Josko. Will Eastman taking second spot back now. Here comes white flag in one more time around for Corey England. Down the back stretch for the final time. Burrows goes around. He's going to have a terrible finish. Checker coming out the wing, going to go to a happy Corey England. He started 16th on the grid. 8th row outside. Will Eastman was 20 laps to distance. The prelude to tomorrow's Short Track Super Series Open Sportsman event. Green is out. Jan Spoonhour grabbing the early advantage. Down on the inside, Chris Jordan trying to get by Jason Tuttle. Kevin Jordan back there with the 22. Dan Berman right there running fourth. But Jan Spoonhour continues to set the pace. There goes one around. That's Mark Goodwin. As Mickett nowhere to go. Remember, he had to get pushed away. He probably wished he didn't start now because now he's got a broken front end. 2 laps in, 18 laps remaining. Open Sportsman feature. Green back out. Hang on. Goodwin connecting with the 66, taking him around. Caution coming back out. Green is back out. Spoonhour on the inside. Chris Jordan on the outside. Those two are going to battle down the backstretch. Side by side. Dan Berman right there at third. Jason Tuttle fourth. Larry Hillis fifth up on the outside. Here comes Kevin Jordan. Chris Jordan, their new leader now. Battle right now for position 4 and 5. Hillis to the inside of Tuttle. There goes Benton. No, it's not Benton Bender. That's the Dwayne Knack ride. Chris Jordan. Jan Spoonhour running second. Dan Berman third. Larry Hillis is fourth. Kevin Jordan fifth. Jordy Decker is sixth. Eddie White seventh. Jason Tuttle is eighth. Brian White is ninth. Brian White now getting by Jason Tuttle. But Tuttle battling back on the outside. As we go by this time, 9 laps in, 11 to go. Chris Jordan trying to drive away in the 22J machine. Jan Spoonhour right there second. Battle back here towards the back of the pack. Leader going to be coming up into some lap traffic here. We got Larry Hillis, that's the 21 of Cody, out of shape. She gets it straightened back up. Chris Jordan, your leader. Spoonhour working around the outside of the 21. Goes over to the left, right front wheel of the 21 car. There goes Mark Goodwin pit side. 21 again out of shape. Passing flag going out to Daniel Berman and Bittenbender. They come out of the turn this time. It's going to be 14 in, 6 to go. Chris Jordan looking to duck underneath the Bittenbender 66 machine. Spoonhour closed up here with the lap traffic. Got to get by Daniel Berman on the inside, able to maintain that. 5 laps remain now. Dan Berman still running third. Hang on, Daniel Berman way up the speedway. Four laps remain here. Eddie White now trying to work on Jordy Decker. Jordy Decker going to work on Kevin Jordan for position. Parallel sticks out. 2 laps remain. Chris Jordan, John Spoonhour running 1-2. Dan Berman third. Larry Ellis is fourth. Down the backstretch for the final time, picking up the prelude to the Short Track Super Series Open Special. Chris Jordan gets the win. Chance Spoonhour for 2, Dan Berman for 3, Larry Hillis for 4, Kevin Jordan for 5, Jordy Decker for 6, Eddie White for 7, Brian White for 8, Jason Tuttle for 9.
Here they come at you off of turn number 4. This is your opportunity to wave, and they're saying thanks for coming out here tonight to Thunder Mountain. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 20 laps here this evening for the CRSA Sprint Cars. Kyle Smith, Johnny Smith, your front row. Row number 2, Emily Van Inwich and J.R. Hilbert. Row 3, Thomas Redavoy, Dalton Herrick. Row 4, Dana Wagner, Eddie Strada. Row 5, Scott Goodrich, Josh Flint. Row 6, Art Kaiser, Tyler Jezembowski. Row 7, Billy Van Inwich and Brian Crummel. Row number 8, Christian Rumsey, David Ferguson. Row 9, Kelly Hebing, Danielle Dickinson. Row number 10, Peter Dance, Sidney Prince. Final row, Michael Walsh, Brett J. Cox, and here we go. Green flag coming at you this time off of turn number 4. The start box is on the racetrack as we look for green. And we got it, and here we go with the 305 Sprint Cars. Working it up into turns number 1 and 2. Hang on, Dana Wagner got sideways. 3 wide, almost 4 wide off of turn 2 mid-pack as they work down the back stretch. Out in front, though, off of 4, it's going to be Kyle Smith, your race leader. Johnny Smith there for the number 2 spot as they work their way through the corner. Whoa, problems for Tyler Jezembowski. Jezembowski, woo! Broken right front, and we are under caution. And here we go. We're back to racing action here on the front straightaway. Into turns 1 and 2. Smith looks to the inside as Smith can't get it done. Backstretch they race, and it's going to be Kyle Smith out in front. Still riding in the 2 spot. That is the 4S of Johnny Smith. And now Van Inwegen, she's got some pressure. And look who's coming on the top side. Eddie Strada. Strada working the high groove. He's right there now as a 3-car battle for the number 4 spot. Strada working, and we've got one slow here on the front stretch. David Ferguson has lost power in the Speedy Cleaners. Number 45 and yellow lights are on. So green lights ready to come back on for Kyle Smith as he'll fire right about there, and we're back to racing. Into turns 1 and 2 we go, and how about Strada? Strada dives low on Hilbert. He'll get one spot, and he's not done working on the 29 of Herrick. Van Indringen pushes the nose up on the top side. She's side by side with Herrick down the front stretch. Herrick, though, holds on to the position for the moment, but how about Strada now? Strada makes a move to the inside. He'll move up to position number 4. So Eddie Strada on the charge. Kyle Smith leads Johnny Smith. Then it's Emily Van Inwagen. Whoa, and Strada, woo, just missed the inside uke tire and able to keep it clean and green as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. He is right there with Emily V as she holds on to the number 3 spot. Into 1 now. Strada again dives to the inside. Looking for racing room off at turn 2. He's got to look to the inside. Wing to wing, they take it into turn number 3. Working it up off at turn number 4, and Strada's got the number 3 position. So Eddie Strada started back in the 8th spot, and he is on the charge up to the 3rd position here as we complete lap number 7 this time by. So it's Kyle Smith, followed by Johnny Smith, then Strada, Van Inwagen, and Herrick, the top 5. 6 is Hilbert, 7th Radavoy, but we're yellow. Car stopped on the backstretch. That's the number 44 of Danielle Dickinson. Making his way from the 8th starting spot. The go point in between the cones. Here we go. Green is out. Into turns 1 and 2. Strada dives low, side by side with Smith off the turn. Backstretch they race. Kyle Smith's got the top spot, but here comes Strada. Strada right up there to him. He is on the back bumper as they complete lap number 9. So it's Strada and Smith, your top 2. Then it's Smith there for 3rd. Battle for the number 4 spot between Emily Van Inwagen and Dalton Herrick. Herrick shoots underneath. He'll grab that position. That puts Van Inwagen back to position number 5, but she's not done. Here's they cross the stripe to complete lap number 10. She'll try to go to work on Herrick. Can't get it done. Back to the front. Here comes Strada now. Strada dives to the inside, looking for a wave by Smith off at turn number 4. Can't quite get it. Into 1 and 2. He continues to cut it down low, just missing the implement tire on the inside of the speedway. Smith doing a nice job of holding him off. Smith shoots up off the speedway. Strada stays low. He hangs tough right there with him. Into 1 and 2. Kyle Smith now changes his lane. He works the bottom of the speedway. Strada's going to have to go to work and find a different groove if he wants a shot to get by Smith. Traffic, though, coming, so the old great equalizer here as they catch the tail end of the field. We've got 13. We'll make it 14 laps complete next time by. Into turns 3 and 4. Smith leads Strada, but traffic a factor. So Smith, where is he going to go here in traffic? Does he go to the bottom? Does he go to the top for the first one? He goes to the inside of the Walsh number 66. And now Strada, he'll tuck down on the inside as well. They both work the bottom through turns number 3 and 4 as Dickinson right there in front of your race leader, Smith. Smith now opens the door. Here comes Strada. Strada looking to the inside, and we've got a car slow on the backstretch. Yellow is out. Kyle Smith looks for the green. He's got it. Here we go. Into 1 and 2. Smith protects the bottom. Strada goes right there with him. Thomas Radavoy to the inside of Herrick. He'll take the number 4 spot now, and he'll follow the 4S of Johnny Smith. Gets to the back bumper but can't get him. Kyle Smith, he has been money in clear racetrack, and right now Eddie Strada, unfortunately for him, time is winding down. They'll cross the stripe. Lap number 17 complete for your leader. The 17 of Smith. Rumsey off on the backstretch, but we're clean and green as they have cleared the racing surface. Through turn 3 into corner number 4. Parallel flags this time for Kyle Smith. Eddie Strada 2nd. Johnny Smith 3rd. Radavoy. Herrick the top 5. Working it down into turn number 3, now to 4. White flag out for Kyle Smith. Smith works the bottom, then drifts up to the middle and catches the perfect groove off of 2. Final time to turns number 3 and 4. Checkered is out. The win goes to the 17 of Kyle Smith. Eddie Strada comes home in 2nd. Johnny Smith 3rd. Radavoy 4th. Then it'll be Herrick 5th. 6th is Crummels. 7th Van Inwagen. 8th Flint. 9th Goodrich. And 10th is Dana Wagner.
Congratulations, job well done. You started up front, led them all, but it wasn't an easy 20 laps.
Nah, it's definitely tough when you run up front. You never know who's behind you and what line's working. But, I can't thank all my guys enough. John, Karen, Matt Trafalo, Tim, Wayne. Everybody who helps out, my father. So many people make this happen. I can't thank them enough.
Talk about that caution that comes out. You were just getting to traffic. It's almost like the perfectly timed caution for you, especially since Strada kind of took a look to the inside.
Yeah, I saw him down there, and it made me think about changing my line a little bit. But I don't mind traffic as long as I hold their line. And, yeah, we ran good.
Anybody else you want to thank here tonight?
Yeah, A1 Racing Engines, White Bread Performance, just everybody else who helps out. Appreciate it.
Give him a hand one more time. Your A-Main feature winner here, driver the number 17, Kyle Smith. We'll get away with our third place finisher, Johnny Smith. And Johnny, hey, nice run there. Take me through the battle with Eddie Strada. You guys worked each other over pretty good. Had to be a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. We raced micro sprints together, so anytime we get together, it's a real good race. But, we got there on that restart, and I went high, and all three of us got together, and he just got the bite off the bottom, and that was it.
How happy are you to be up here on the podium, though, at the end of the night?
Pretty happy being that this is only my third race in the car, so it's a big improvement for me.
Any folks you'd like to thank tonight?
Yeah, my father, he's over there, and my crewman, Pat, and all my sponsors. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Give him a hand. Third place ever here tonight for driver the 4S, Johnny Smith. And we'll go over there and get away with our second place finisher now, Eddie Strada. And we'll grab him here. Eddie, I was just talking to Kyle. Caution came out at the right time for him, the wrong time for you, because you were just about to make your move.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have moved up a little bit coming off 3 and 4 a little bit. I think I was trying to make the bottom work a little bit too much, but cutting through all them cars from 8th and working the bottom, I figured that was a place to be. And hats off to the track. We had a great racetrack tonight. I didn't think it was going to be this racy, but hell of a job to them. And I can't thank all my guys enough, and my dad and my mom and everybody that helps out in the car and all the sponsors and stuff like that. And great job to Kyle and Johnny, too.
How happy are you to come out of here? I mean, second place ever. You mentioned starting 8th. You had a long way to go.
Pretty good. I think Scott finished in the back, and we're trying to beat him in points, so pretty good for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Second place finisher here tonight, Eddie Strada.
Race fans, as they work off of turn number 4, they come to you with pride as they salute you by going 4 wide. These are the stars and cars of the 2016 Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprint Tour. And we've got one thing left, race fans. It's feature time for the Empire Super Sprints. 25 laps the distance. $3,500 go to our winner here tonight. Jonathan Preston, Chris Jones, the front row, Dave Axton, Sean Donath back there in row number 2. Then it's Brian Howland and Paul Kinney as we work down into turn number 3. Chalk line on the speedway. That's the go point. Everybody looking for the green. We got it. And we're racing here with the Empire Super Sprints. Into turns number 1 and 2. Preston dives low. He'll slide up in front and take over the top spot. Away and hang on. Donath sideways. Donath nearly got around, but he's going to lose a couple spots. We stay clean and green. Off of 4. Lap number 1. Preston is your race leader. Jonathan Preston takes it off of turn number 2. He leads the charge down the backstretch, but Chris Jones hangs right there with him. Jones now takes a look to the inside, can't make it stick off of 4, and it's Preston and Jones, your top 2. Dave Axton back there for 3rd, then the battle is on for the number 4 spot right now as Howland looks down low. Kenny's up there on the outside. Kenny's got the number 4 spot. Howland, though, going to try to take it away down low. Donath follows him. Now Barney on the charge. Rice and Jason finding something down to the inside. He's closing in on the 53 of Donath. Donath, Barney battling for position as they work up off of turn number 2, and that's the race for the 6th spot. Now Donath closes in on Kenny. Donath nearly gets together with Kenny, but he's A-okay off of 4. Out in front, it's Preston, your race leader. Jones there for the number 2 spot as they work to 3. Now coming off of turn number 4, about a straightaway to the back end of the field. So Preston's going to have some difficulty here momentarily as we've got 5 laps in the books. To turn 3 and 4, Jonathan Preston showing the way. He has never won an A-Main with the Empire Super Sprints. Jones still there for 2nd. Axton, now Howland and Kenny. He is there for 5th. And now Jason Barney up to the number 6 spot. So Barney on the charge, working the bottom of the speedway, down the backstretch, closing in on the 19K of Paul Kinney. So now Jonathan Preston working the back end of the field here as they work down into turn number 3. Jones losing ground. Howland, meanwhile, he is shot around the number 2 of Axton, and he'll take that position away. And we've got a car spun in turn number 4. Yellow is out. Nice jump by Preston as the field works up into turns number 1 and 2. 4 wide in the middle of the pack. Wow, Donath goes around, and now Donath gets upside down. Tanner involved as well, and red lights are on. Stillfield charges through turns number 1 and 2. Again, Jason Barney looks to the inside. He'll tuck underneath of Kinney, and Axton watches the 51 of Howland go shooting by him on the outside. Preston's going to show the way. Jones second, Howland third, Axton, and then Barney your top 5, and Barney is rolling right now. He's got another one on the inside, racing Jason to the inside of Axton, and now he is up to the number 4 spot, and he is on the charge. Preston, your race leader. Chris Jones there for the number 2 spot. And now Howland and the 87 of Barney going to get racing with one another as they work down into 3. Side by side, wing to wing, they race through corners number 3 and 4. And here comes Barney now. Barney looking for the 3rd spot through turns number 1 and 2. Howland up on the outside. Barney low. Barney's got the spot as they work into turn number 3. So we got 11 laps in, and it's still Jonathan Preston, your race leader. Chris Jones there for the number 2 spot. Jason Barney, 3rd, 4th is Howland, 5th, Axton, and then it is the number 20 FM of Steve Poirier, Kinney, and Parker Evans as they come down to the stripe. And now we've got a car on his side, and caution lights are on, and that's going to be the 69C of Chad Miller. And green lights come back on. Preston fires in the vicinity of the chalk line, and we're back to racing. Into turns 1 and 2, Barney dives low, and Jason Barney to the inside of Chris Jones, and Barney up to the number 2 spot. Racing Jason on the charge as he takes over position number 2 here at the halfway point. Howland, meanwhile, goes to the outside of Jones. He's up to 3rd, and then Poirier is up to the number 5 position. So right now it's Jonathan Preston, but he's got company coming, and it's in the form of Jason Barney. Barney closing in 2 car lengths now as they work into turns 1 and 2. Preston works high. Barney works it down low, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Barney. Barney looking for the lead as they work off at turn number 4, but it's Preston by a whisker. Side by side at the line on lap number 15. And we've got a new leader on the backstretch. It's the 87 of Jason Barney. So Barney now out in front as they work down the backstretch. Preston second, Howland third, Jones fourth, Poirier still back there in the number 5 spot. 6 is Evans, 7th, Kinney. Battle for 8th between Hebing and Axton. Chuck Hebing's on the bottom, Dave Axton's up on the outside, and Hebing makes the move underneath, and he'll get on by Dave Axton and continue his march forward. Back to the front, traffic now becoming a factor for Jason Barney. Barney works the bottom off at 2. Meanwhile, Preston's got his hands full with Brian Howland, and Howland now grabs the number 2 spot. Brian Howland up to 2nd as he works off of turn number 4 here with 19 laps complete. This time by 5 laps remain for Jason Barney. Does Brian Howland have anything for him? I don't think anyone does at this point as Barney spreads the advantage. He is 3/4 of a straightaway in front. Chris Jones doing battle now with Poirier. He works down low. Poirier trying to go even lower here as they work their way off of corner number 4. Into turns 1 and 2 though. Poirier works low. Jones there. Preston still back for the number 3 spot. Preston, he has got Stelter's 36 right in front of him. And Preston coming off a career best 5th place effort out at the Outlaw Speedway, looking to improve upon that right now as he tries to get to the outside of Mike Stelter on the backstretch. Your leader now barrel up in traffic off of turn number 4 with 2 laps to go as Matt Tanner works low. Jason Barney struggling to get by. Now Barney down the backstretch, and Barney's going to thread the needle here on lap number 24. Barney, 1 to go for racing Jason off of corner number 2. Final time down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Checkered flag is in the air. Your A-main field feature winner, Larson Jason Barney. Second to Holland. Third to Preston. Jones will come home in fourth. Poirier fifth. Evans sixth. Seventh, Hebing. Eighth will be Kinney. Ninth is Trinken, rounding out the top 10, the 87 of Suprick.
Test. There we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's out. Let's give him a round of applause. Your A-main feature winner, driver 87, Racing Jason Barney. Good job, my man. Talk about that one. You know, you're probably down. You pulled that number 12 pole, but at the end of the day, I don't think it mattered for this thing.
This is 3 weeks in a row we drew number 12, and I was just, you know me, Mike. I get pretty down on myself, and I just didn't care. I just said, you know, let's just do the right things, and whatever happens, happens. We've had great race cars all year. We've really should have won, you know, a couple, 2-3 races, and, you know, driver just kind of cost us a couple good finishes. But tonight, wow. Got to thank Brandon Mechanic, crew chief. Made a fucking great call, sorry. Made a great call on the gear, and I would have changed it right before the feature, but he talked me into it, and what a great race team, what a great race car. We got a special thing.
Talk about the bottom. You know, you're a guy that loves the bottom. You don't like that cushion. And tonight, everybody else running middle top, and it's almost like the seas parted for you on the bottom of the racetrack.
You know, we've come here 2 or 3 times, and nobody could really make the bottom work. You know, I saw Stu do it here a couple years ago, and he was the only car. And I've tried it, and I just can't make it happen. Seems to be the bottom, the middle is better. But we just decided that we were starting 12th. We had to throw something at it, and we just lucky, really is.
Take me through that pass, 3 wide down the backstretch, I think with 1 to go or 2 to go.
Yeah, I'm really good buddies with Matt Tanner, and Keith is a good friend and customer of mine, and I knew somebody was chomping at the bit behind me because I had to have been going 10 miles an hour slower, and I wanted to be nice to him, but if there was an opening, I was going to go through it and not be gentle, but it didn't cost us. I didn't get impatient. I just had a great race car and just needed a little bit of an opening. I could put it wherever it needed to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Your A-main feature winner, driver the 87, Jason Barney. 36.75, the total that he won tonight. And now how about the 50-50 winner? How much are they going to win? $291. It's a green ticket at 999-600. That might be the easiest number I've ever read. 999-600. 99600. Get a record second place finisher here, Brian Holland. And Brian, oh, so close yet again. It seems like every time you run with us, you're on the podium, though. Not a bad end of the night.
Yeah, we'll take it. Obviously not what we were wanting, but, you know, hats off to Jason and the 87 speed team, man. They were class act. He showed me a good line to getting through 3 and 4 there, kind of coming in a little bit higher and coming off the bottom, and that's actually when I ended up getting into second. So, you know, he's a good teacher, you know, and he goes by you. But I got to thank all my guys and everybody that's here to support me tonight and my family. You know, it's a long poke down here and it's a late night, but we all had fun, and the car was it was pretty good. A little bit off in the middle of the race, but towards the end there, it kind of came back to life, and I was at least watching Jason instead of watching him leave me, but all in all, we'll take it.
Give him a hand, race fan. Second place ever here tonight for the 51 of Brian Holland. And third place finisher, he led most of it, but still, podium finish, one of your best runs here with the Empire Super Sprints. It's got to feel good to be up here on the podium.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. This is only like my probably 6th time in the car, so I've ran 305s and was pretty successful in that. So if I can start running with these guys, I'll be pretty happy.
You know, the last 2 races, you've been really solid. 5th place effort at Outlaw Speedway, then tonight again a 3rd. So things starting to come together real quick for this team.
Yeah, I got some luck on my side too. I've been starting up front, which that's pretty helpful. I mean, I got to thank
In the 70 and Mitch Hurlbert into 14T. Green is out. We're ready to go racing. Cars taking the green flag. Got one out of shape. Hit hard over there. Couple guys getting together there mid-pack, trying to get everything sorted out. Shane Wolf on the move with the 81 machine. Earl Zimmer going to lead lap 1 as caution is out. Back out, we're back racing. Faustin a little loose up on the high side, 4 right out of turn 2. Damon Decker threading the needle there. Here goes one around in front of Dinard. He's able to shoot down underneath. Green is out. We're racing. Kevin Garland taking over position 2. Jake Falston right there. Stephen Dinard, 3 wide. Damon Decker. Shane Wolf running out of real estate. There goes Damon Decker around. Trevor Dudley nowhere to go. Green is back out. Earl Zimmer showing the way. Kevin Garland second. Jake Folston third. Here comes Carpenter to the inside of Stephen Dinard, who's slowing. Dinard going pit side. Shane Wolf working underneath the 31 machine. Another car going pit side as we're working here on lap number 5 of 20. Quarter of the race is done. New leader now, Kevin Garland out front. Earl Zimmer second. Jonathan Carpenter is third. Fourth belongs to the 66, Jake Falston. And we got contact here in the back of the pack. The 9 of Bubba Peters slowed down. Sharpstein had nowhere to go. Caught him in the caboose. And the 28 F. Carpenter, your leaders, he works it out of turn here on lap number 8. Zimmer right there second. Third is Jake Falston. Mike Wilbur running fourth. Shane Wolf right now your top 5. Latecomer Jack Holcomb right now running 6. Kyle Hammer 7th. Halfway on the grass, Jonathan Carpenter now opening up a commanding lead over second place running Earl Zimmer. Jake Falston third, Mike Wilbur is fourth. Wilbur now to the inside of Falston. That's a battle for position 3 and 4. Shane Wolf can take a look to the outside. Jack Holcomb on the move. He got here late. He made the 177th race car. Shane Wolf going to the high side to work around Folston. Mike Wilbur right there with the SIX machine. 15 laps this time when they come by. 15 in, 5 to go for the street stocks. Night one of a 2-day doubleheader. Mike Wilbur trying to get by Jake Folston. That's for position number 4. Folston's got it. Wilbur wants it. Jack Holcomb right back there in position number 6. TJ Frost is 7th. He's going to make a bid on Holcomb. Damon Decker trying to come back with the 89 junior. Shane Wolf closed in on Earl Zimmer now. That's a battle for 2 and 3. Checkered flag coming out. It's all Jonathan Carpenter getting the win. Second going to go to Zimmer. Third is the 81 of Shane Wolf. 22, 4, 6 of them out there. We got one going around right off the bongo bat. James McIntyre went around. Gonna try this again. Kinzer Hill on the inside as they come out of turn number 4. Green is out. Hillary Ward up on the outside. Gonna try to take the top spot. Kinzer Hill right there, but here comes Brian Mady in the deuce. Mike Nagel Jr. He's going to try to tuck underneath. Hillary Ward and Nagel got together. Bob Stahl right there in the 24D. Kinzer Hill, your leader. Mike Decker looking for some racing room in the 4M machine. 03, a leaf full and the wrong way down here. Franklin here in the back, but we're going to go green. Brian Meady, your new leader. Kimberly Morgan having a right front flag. They got contact on the backstretch. Mike Nagel involved, Nick Nye involved. I believe the other car's got to be the Bob Stahl machine. Green is out. Kinzer Hill, Brian Meady, Mike Nagel Jr. Down on the inside is the 3X of Tyler Ward. Way up on the outside now, that's the 34 of Shane Spoonhour. Here comes Tyler Ward to the inside. He's taking away position number 3. Hillary Ward right there running 6. 7th is Matt Jordan. Dale Welty in the 1-2-3. Tommy Collins in the 7-13. Kinzer Hill out front, looking for his first big win in the Great Sportsman division. Won a few in the Rookie Sportsman. But here comes Brian Meady now to the inside with the deuce. Tyler Ward running 3rd. Mike Nagel Jr., Shane Spoonhour, Matt Jordan, Dale Welty. Here comes Isaiah forward. Got a couple of cars coming out of the pits right there in front of your leaders. Another professional move. There goes Kinzer Hill around. Brian, there goes McIntyre around. Here we go. Green back out. Brian Meady. Tyler Ward. Here comes Mike Nagel Jr. down on the inside. Dale Welty making a move now in the 1-2-3. He's up to position number 5 here at the halfway point. Pat Jordan right there, 6. Isaiah forward is 7. Here comes Dustin Jordan now up on the outside with a 24 car. Greg Turner, he started scratch on the grid. And it's going to stack a few of them up. Dale Welty involved. Shane Spoonhour involved. Brian Meady, Mike Nagel Jr., Pat Jordan, Isaiah Forward, and Dustin Jordan, your new top 5. 12 in, 8 to go. Green is out. And we're going to stack a couple more of them up here. Mike Decker involved. The 24, Bob Stahl involved. Scott Smith involved. Here we go. Meady, Nagel. Nagel taking a look to the inside of Meady. Can't get it done. Here comes Isaiah Forward. Taking away 3rd from Pat Jordan. Dustin Jordan taking a look to the inside. Couldn't quite get the job done. Tommy Collins right there in the mix. Pat Jordan with a left rear flatters, an axle, something breaking in the rear end there. Everybody was able to get by. Ready to go back. 15 in, 5 to go. Great sportsman feature. Isaiah Forward now. He's knocking on Mike Nagel's back door. Dustin Jordan right there, 4th. Tommy Collins is 5th. Comes Isaiah Forward now to the inside of Nagel. That's a battle for 2 and 3. Isaiah Forward taking that spot away. They come by this time, going to be 2 laps remaining. Great sportsman feature. White flag this time by. One more time around. Brian Meady now starting to pull away. Isaiah Forward 2nd. Haley DeMoyer way up outside out of 4th. Wind going to Meady. Isaiah Forward 2nd. Mike Nagel Jr. 3rd. Dustin Jordan 4th. Tommy Collins is 5th. Harold Krebs is 6th, Dale Welty 7th. Out of the turn, green is out. Dan Allen on the outside, grabbing the early advantage. Ellsdorf right there second, Jason Beebe on the inside, but there goes the 10 of Nick Souls. Souls is up to third now. Jason Beebe is fourth. Weidenbach back there in fifth. That is hashtag Justin Cobb and Lansing Cummings. They're coming around to complete lap number 3. Rookie Sportsman having a good start here in the last few races. Couldn't get 2 laps in. Dan Allen, your leader. Ellsdorf right there second. The T-E-N right there running third. That's Nick Souls. Jason Beebe fourth. Hashtag fifth. Weidenbach is sixth. Cummings is seventh. Eighth is Justin Cobb. Hashtag able to keep her going. Ellsdorf trying to close in on Allen. Nick Souls right there running third. Jason Beebe fourth. Slowing Justin Cobb up on the high side with the 19 now. Trying to bring him in. He's going to come to a stop. He's out of power. Green is out. Dan Allen continues to set the pace. Ellsdorf second. Third is the DN of Souls. Souls now got to run to the inside of Ellsdorf. Down the backstretch. Had to back out of there. Jason Beebe running fourth. Hashtag is fifth. To go. 2 laps remaining in day 1 of 2-day doubleheader here. Double checker coming out. The wind gonna go to Dan Allen. Ellsdorf, Beebe, Souls, hashtag. Bunch of drivers, I should say. They're not down there. I think they're behind the thing. So Brett's on his way down here. First win in Victory Lane, Jonathan Carpenter, winner of the street stock. The first night of the 2-night doubleheader for the street stocks. You can expect to see a lot of the outsiders coming in for that tomorrow.